Creative Writing Tips by Pauline Jones. The basic structure of a story. In most stories it is essential to have good characters that the reader can become emotionally involved with, and a quest or goal that the protagonists have heavy investment in. The other thing that is absolutely vital is conflict. Very important. Without conflict you have no story to tell. You must make sure that your story flows logically, that it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. As for kinds of stories, they say that basically there are only three. 1. The man who learns to be a better or wiser person. 2. The man that becomes emotionally involved with someone or something, even an idea or philosophy. Or 3. The man that goes through a change of status and must adopt it. Simply put, this is the basic standard structure of a story. The main character is presented with a problem. At first he may not want to get involved, but he's given strong motivation and can't refuse. Love is the greatest motivation. Love of a person, a country, an idea, a religion, a philosophy, money, self, material possessions, and so on. He tries to fix the problem. His plan backfires. Things get worse and the stakes are raised. He tries again to fix the problem. His plan backfires. Things get worse and the stakes are raised again. He tries again to fix the problem. His plan backfires. Things get worse and the stakes are raised again. These basic units are called plot units. They're stacked together, each one getting more intense until the dark moment when there seems to be no hope. There is always a natural location for the tale to begin. This is usually at the beginning of the action, not in some explanatory flashback. Such things can come later if you really can't avoid them. When you do a flashback or a flash forward, make sure it moves the story along, make it dramatic, or otherwise leave it out. Conflict happens when two characters have very different goals, or when something tries to prevent the main character from reaching his goal or his quest. If a man tries to park his car and an official tells him he can't, you have a conflict, but not much emotional investment. If his wife is in labour on the back seat of the car, then you have strong motivation. Many people find it helpful to storyboard their novel, identifying the plot units, the action sequences, and where to put the suspense. That's important. You can also plan the comic relief. Even high-octane thrillers must let the reader take a breath from time to time. The last thing I want to talk about today is how long a book should be. The answer to that is that while every story has its own natural length, there is an industry standard. Normally a romance would come in around 70 to 80,000 words, whereas an action-adventure would be 100 to 120,000, and fantasy, horror and sci-fi would be at the higher end of those figures. A literary novel might well be even more. Personally, I use these figures as guidelines, but I would not compromise the story in order to comply with some required word count. The chapter length should be around 10 to 12 pages with a word count of 3,200 words per chapter, approximately. Well, I hope this information has been useful to you. As always, please check out my family-friendly sci-fi adventure, A Future Fairy Tale, which is available on Amazon.com or at my own website, cozyread.com. Also, if you're interested in art, please check out my artist website, newiceartist.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!